Did you know that Che Guevara didn't bathe for days on end, to the point that I, his beret, had to be boiled in water just to get rid of the smell? And yet, he never once thought of taking me off. I'm the beret that stayed on the revolutionary's head until the moment of his execution, that followed him from Argentina to Cuba, from jungles to execution sites. I absorbed sweat, blood, and extinguished cigarettes in my black threads. But let me tell you the story from the beginning. Ernesto Guevara was born on June 14, 1928, in the city of Rosario, Argentina. From a bourgeois, educated family of Spanish and Irish descent, his father used to say, "My son was one of the first rebels, even before he was born." He studied medicine at the University of Buenos Aires, but he stuffed his medical books alongside those of Marx and Lenin. He always carried a small copy of Das Kapital in the pocket of his field jacket. He suffered from asthma, a disease that accompanied him throughout his life, but not more than I did. In 1951, he decided to leave everything and ride a motorcycle with his friend Alberto Granado to travel across Latin America. What he saw during that trip changed him. He saw poverty, he saw exploitation, he saw hunger in the eyes of children. In Lima, he worked for days in a leper colony and intentionally slept in their beds, challenging medical and classist norms. In Guatemala, in 1954, he witnessed his first CIA-backed coup against a leftist government. It was the coup against President Jacobo Arbenz, supported by the US due to his land reforms targeting the United Fruit Company. From there, true resentment began to form. He came to believe that revolution was impossible without weapons. In Mexico, he met Castro. That meeting changed everything. Guevara wasn't interested in Cuba, but he saw in Castro a revolutionary leader in need of a warrior. According to Castro, Che was the only one in the group who didn't hesitate for a second to accept death from the very first meeting. I sat on his head as he trained in the jungle, as he slept on rocks, as he wrote in his journals. I'm the beret that witnessed the night of the attack on Cuba in 1956, the Sierra Maestra campaign, and the victory in 1959 when the rebels entered Havana. Guevara became a minister, head of the central bank. Then suddenly, he disappeared. He secretly left Cuba for the Congo, wanted to spark revolution in Africa. He failed. He wrote after the Congo failure, "You can't build a revolution on the shoulders of fighters who don't want to die." Then he appeared in Bolivia, disguised, with a fake beard and a pseudonym. He used a passport under the name Ramon Benitez when he entered Bolivia in 1966. But he was being watched. On October 8th, 1967, he walked into an ambush. The Bolivian army captured him alive. A group of Bolivian rangers trained by the CIA specifically for this task arrested him. The next day, he was executed by firing squad, and they cut off his hands to confirm his death. His hands were preserved in formalin as proof of his death, and he was secretly buried in a mass grave until 1997, when his remains were identified. As for me, I was sold at an auction years later, but my smell still tells the story.